Hi guys, and welcome to Football Canapes for this live watch along of Manchester United versus Crystal Palace, or should I say Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. And this game is vitally important for Manchester United because their European hopes or qualifying for Europe depends largely on how they perform in the next 3 or 4 matches. They have Crystal Palace tonight. Then they have Newcastle United, Brighton, as well as Arsenal. So it's not going to be easy for Manchester United, and they need to get their house in order to make sure that they do qualify for European competition. I know Champions League is out of question, but but Europa League as well as Europa Conference League is still there. I know they can still qualify via the FA Cup, but that seems tough with Manchester United facing their city rivals, Manchester City, in the final, and Manchester City, the way they have been playing, they'll gobble Manchester United up. I mean, it's not going to be easy for Manchester United. So, uh, but but uh, there's some team news ahead. I'll be talking about the team news, which is also important because Manchester United have been dealt a really big blow ahead of this game with club captain Bruno Fernandes having been ruled out of this game. And talking of team news, why wait? Let's start and see who is playing for the both teams, and then we'll discuss. So let's start with the Crystal Palace, the home team. They have got Dean Henderson, formerly of Manchester United, in goal. They have a back three, which includes Nathaniel Klein, Joachim Anderson, Chris Richards, and four in midfield, or you could say 3-5-2 or three um, or 5-3 5-2. What am I talking about? 5-2-3, and this is how they line up in midfield with uh, Diego Munoz as right wing back, Adam Wharton, who has set the Premier League on fire since joining, and Will Hughes, Tyrick Mitchell is the left wing back, and then up top we have the three of Michael Olise, Eberete Eje, and John Philippe Matata. And talking of Manchester United, so here is the big news I was going to be talking about. No Harry Maguire. He's been ruled out for the next 3 weeks. Let's see if he can be fit for the FA Cup final. Casemiro, from what I can see, will be the captain of Manchester United tonight. So Andre Onana in goal, Diego Dallo, Johnny Evans comes into the side. Casemiro is the other centre half, and Aaron Van Bissaka at right back. Let's see if fullbacks play in those positions as they are listed. Christian Eriksen and Kobe Menu in midfield. Garnacho, Mason Mount, and Anthony behind the striker, that is Rasmus Højlund. So, in terms of team news, it's no Bruno Fernandes. That is the big news that I was going to be telling you about. And after Harry Maguire was ruled out during midweek 2 or 3 days ago, this is news. This is a news that Manchester United could well have done without. And to be honest, it's a big blow, and I'm not sure how Manchester United will be coping up with this. They uh, Crystal Palace are in good form, and have been in good form for the last couple of weeks, and it remains interesting to see how Manchester United copes with with the likes of Eze, Olise, Wharton, and as well as Will Hughes, who have been in sparkling form. I know my team, Newcastle United, was, I mean, I hate to use the word spanked, but they were indeed spanked 2-0. Jean-Philippe Matata has been in cracking form and has been in cracking form, and he'll be looking to get on the score sheet when the match eventually does kick off. And to be honest, Crystal Palace look a really strong side, a really strong side. I I I genuinely feel it will be really hard for this Manchester United team to get the better of this Crystal Palace team, especially at Selhurst Park, and keeping in mind that Manchester United lost at home to Crystal Palace 1-0 when these two teams met earlier in the season. So it's as I said, it's not going to be easy, and Manchester United need to up their game, and I can confirm the team news is out. No Bruno Fernandes, no Harry Maguire, and this I feel could be a big blow for Manchester United in this game. So if you're watching, do give video a like, do click like and subscribe, and do share the video. It only helps the channel, and please subscribe to the channel. As the scroller says, please, it's a request, and if you can, fine. If not, then also it's fine. The kickoff should happen in about in the next minute or so. So we'll get ready with the with the with the formalities, and and let's see how this match goes. The camera panning straight to Adam Wharton, who has been on fire since coming to Crystal Palace from Blackburn Rovers. Eric Ten Hag has been in news in the recent days. He's been he's been interviewed by Gary Neville, and it seems like that he'll be remaining as uh, manager of Manchester United for the next season, which I'm sure a lot of new Manchester United fans will be delighted with. Not sure about others, and and remains to be seen how Manchester United cope first of all with this season and then the next one. So kickoff is all but upon us, and Manchester United are playing in their white kit, all white shirts, white shorts, and uh, and of course white socks as well. So game has gotten underway, and Crystal Palace are attacking, as I look at it, from left to right, and Manchester United, of course, from right to left. Manchester United have a chance to cross, but Rasmus Højlund can't hold on to it, and it goes out. It goes out for a goal kick. Oh, sorry, in the arms of the keeper, who is former Manchester United player in Dean Henderson. A lot of pressure will be on players, on young shoulders, and they need to carry the burden. And one thing is for sure, Manchester United can't chance for Crystal Palace. Here comes the cross, but it's cleared away straight to Manchester United player, and Crystal Palace have now gotten the first corner of the game, and let's see what happens. Manchester United by the looks of it, aren't the biggest side, right? And and yeah, so but it's taken shot by Wharton and AJ, and there was a chance for him to cross, but oh, he's in the box, and Jared Gille, the Australian referee says no penalty, so no penalty to Crystal Palace, but there's always a VAR check, and and uh, and I mean it's Casemiro, it's Johnny Evans who's interestingly, Jared Gille is going to be wearing a refereeing mic or something, or some ref cam, something like that, and we'll wait and find out how that affects anything. But uh, now he is wearing the ref cam. And let's see if there is any controversy or anything. Ball given away by Andre Onana up to Eberechi Edge. I don't know what he was trying to do, and Andre Onana looks and looks looks a shadow of the player that we uh, that we saw at Inter Milan last season, and I mean I it's not exactly a must win for Manchester United, but it's not that far off as well. And with a lot of players missing, uh, it's going to be tough for Manchester United. Uh, it's going to be tough for Manchester United. We'll wait and see how they progress in this match, and couple of bad touches from Palace attackers in the initial few minutes. Christian Eriksen playing in midfield with Casemiro is in defense. Diego Dallo has started at right back. Uh, Aaron Van Bissaka has started at left back. That was always a doubt, and it's now, I mean, pretty clear that Diego Dallo is the right back, and the left back is uh, is uh, is Van Bissaka. So we'll wait and see what happens, and, and how that affects Manchester United. So let's see how it goes for Manchester United. Obi Manu is he's come on leaps and bounds for Manchester United, and yeah, so I mean expectations are high from him as well. Ten Hag would be wanting his team to finish in Europe. It's not going to be easy. Chelsea have hit form at the right time. Newcastle United are in good form, and Manchester United need to up the game, and they need their big players firing. But unfortunately, they are out injured tonight with Bruno Fernandes out injured, as well as Harry Maguire, and that is on top of Lisandro Martinez. Um, Lisandro Martinez as well as Rafael Varane, Victor Lindelof is out as well. Luke Shaw, who could have played as a centre half, he's out as well, and and uh, and who else in midfield? I'm pretty sure I'm missing out someone. And I don't think Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford is missing. Anthony Martial is missing. There's so many players that Manchester United are missing that it's almost impossible to get going in a season, let alone you know getting framed or coiling in a position where you can where you can you know where you can I mean fight and sustainably go for a title or something like that. It's difficult. That's another issue that uh, Manchester United are facing. So that's another thing, and 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 that is something that could prove difficult for Manchester United. And in the initial 8.5 minutes, it's been more or less Crystal Palace. Manchester United haven't done much, and oh, good skill by Eze, but uh, but he's stopped in his tracks by Diego Dallo, who had come in and did well to avoid the danger. And I mean, Will Hughes and Adam Wharton in midfield. Manchester United should really be fancying their chances, but will they get anything out of this game? There will be Crystal Palace, from what I understand, are currently in 14th position, 14th or 15th, and they'll be looking to finish the season in as promising position as they want ahead of new season under their new manager Olivier Glasner, the Austrian, and it's been another sort of a vanilla season for Crystal Palace, not in any real danger of getting relegated, not in any real danger or in any way threatening for a European place. So, so I mean, it's something that they they can do better next time round, and this is something that they can work on, and I mean, it doesn't feel like a game which will, I mean, based on the first 10 minutes or so, doesn't feel like a game that will have lots of goals. I mean, looks like one or two max. Manchester United, you'd feel, will be rather conservative with their approach. Crystal Palace, uh, I mean, many, they don't concede many either. So, foul by Tyreek Mitchell, and 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 Garnacho was almost in there, and Nacho was almost in there, but he wasn't. Eric Ten Hag shouting instructions to his team. I mean, I mean, um, he's done well. Given his Olise opens the scoring for Crystal Palace, and the boyhood Manchester United fan has opened the scoring for uh, for uh, for Crystal Palace. He was allowed way too much time, and he has opened the scoring, and Crystal Palace lead Manchester United. Very poor start for Manchester United. It is, and Crystal Palace, who have looked the better side, have taken the lead. Nothing Andre Onana could do, and all from throw in. Dear oh dear, I don't even think the person who took the throw in would even get the assist for this. And it's all for Manchester United to do, especially given their lack of resources. I'm not really sure who's on the bench, and and it's really very poor play for Manchester United. No one closed Michael Olise down. He's on his left foot. He's allowed to bring the ball near the um, near the Chelsea Palace Manchester United goal, and he makes no mistake in punishing Manchester United, who are I mean deservingly behind. But here's Manchester United with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I don't think he has any left foot, but he tries to on a corner, and it's a goal kick. It's a goal kick to Crystal Palace, and the crowd is absolutely delighted at Selhurst Park. Manchester United, it's been a terrible season for them in terms of injuries. Not as bad as Newcastle United, not as bad as Newcastle United, but still really bad. And that's now for now at least looks like has gotten even worse yeah, even worse. It's not good at all. And in the opening 15 or so, 14 or so minutes, it's. I mean, Manchester United have barely gotten the ball in the Crystal Palace half, and it's very unlikely that Crystal Palace uh, will concede goal if the ball isn't even reaching their D. There haven't been any attempts, and uh, and and once again, do get involved with the chat. Do click like, share, subscribe, and help the channel grow. So any likes would be well received. And yeah, chance for Palace again. Ooh, ball lost by Mateta, who was nominated for April Player of the Month. I'm not sure if the awards have been given out so far or not, but he was in fine form, as I said. Scored twice against Newcastle, and the defense, Manchester United's defense, worries me big time, and it is really bad, really bad for Manchester United. Just 16 minutes gone, and if they're not careful, they'll be on the end of a real bad hammering at the end of. And this is just after I told you that Manchester United. I can't see many goals in this game, but we've already seen one. One is enough for Palace, the way they have been defending. Andre Onana perhaps could have done better, maybe, maybe not, but we'll never know. And, oh, shot blocked. That was on target from. Didn't see exactly who it was, but as a counter from Crystal Palace and Manchester United. Forgot the counter. Forgot the counter, and Manchester United have comfortable possession of the ball. I mean, Manchester United in the first 17 minutes have looked really, really, really passive. And I mean, it's if you ask me, it's a free kick to Crystal Palace. It's Crystal Palace who look more and more like that they will score the next goal instead of Manchester United who have barely laid a glove on their Southwest London opponents, Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, as I told you, could do. I haven't told you, but I've told you that they did beat Manchester United earlier in the season, and and they could do the double over Manchester United. I'm not sure if they have done this previously or not. And looking at Michael Olise, it reminded me of the stunning free kick that he scored against Manchester United last season, and his free kick is chipped in, but it's harmlessly out for a goal kick from Chris Richards. I mean, very difficult to mistake him from for anyone else with the afro that he has gotten there, and yeah. So first 19 or so minutes, all Crystal Palace possession. Manchester United are dominating, but attempts wise and the general play that has taken place, it looks like that looks Crystal Palace look far more assured than Manchester United, who will there's still plenty of time. We don't want to count Crystal Palace as chickens before they're hatched, but as I said, Manchester United have had possession, but it's they've been really passive. I mean, Kobe Manu on the ball here has shown, but I mean, can't really say that for the others, and and Crystal Palace are in good form compared to Manchester United. They need to. I mean, they, oh, nearly Manchester United won the ball in a dangerous area and were really nearly in, but Will Hughes did well to oh, chance for Manchester United. It's 4-on-3 for a moment, and here is Olisa. Oh no, he hits his own player. He hits his own player, and would you believe it? Would you believe it? John Philip Matata got in his own players. Uh, I mean, shot. He got in the way of his own player's shot, and terrific work. But and he might have been offside as well, and maybe not. I'm not really sure, but I mean, Manchester United nearly, I mean, scripting their own downfall with the way they played, and Crystal Palace were almost in, and 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 another shot. Although it wasn't the best of shots, Andre Onana perhaps might have saved it, might not have. He has a kind of a blind spot, if I can say, when the ball is low towards his left. Not sure about his right hand side, but oh, once again, Eze. It's a real tongue twister. And here is Muniot. Oh, chance. Oh, straight at Onana. Michael Olise has had three attempts so far, and Matata, I mean, was almost in there from point blank range, and but Olise's shot was straight, didn't carry too much power, and and was straight at Andre Onana, and he was fairly comfortable. Anthony, who's been conspicuous by his absence. I mean, from what I have seen, I'm pretty sure he's on the pitch, but has been on the pitch, but hasn't done anything on that right hand side. And Manchester United are, I mean, was for that and was for that was for that. It's it's if Manchester United are not careful, their goal difference could quite conceivably take big hammering. And I mean, there was an appeal for a foul, but Garnacho has the ball. He comes in on his right, again on his right, but this time foul is given. Maybe Christian Eriksen territory. Maybe he can find his long lost form from free kicks and do something for Manchester United. Will Hughes with the foul? Did he actually touch him? Not really sure, but Eric Ten Hag passing instructions to Casemiro, who's the captain of the team tonight, in the absence of Scott McTominay as well. Luke Shaw is not there. Um, Harry Maguire is not there either, and also uh, what's his name? Of course, no Bruno Fernandes. So it's tough. I mean, looking at the distance of this free kick, looks I mean, um, looks slightly too close, and it looks like it might be Anthony and not Ericsson, but Ericsson is coming back and might indeed take this free kick. Ericsson, a specialist from set pieces, and it does look like it will be Ericsson. And oh, deflected off the wall and out for a corner. The other person was not Anthony; it was actually Mason Mount who was with the who was with the Christian Eriksen for that free kick. It was Mason Mount, and and as I said, it has ricocheted off the wall and has gone for a free kick or corner. Here comes the corner. Casemiro wins the header, but it's gone in, and it's gone in, and not sure what has happened, but it's gone in. Dean Henderson, uh, it's a foul is given, and it is not going to count. And Rasmus Højlund looks appealingly at Dean Henderson. But for now, a foul has been given and it's still 1-0. But there will be a VAR check, and Casemiro wins the header, and there's a definite foul. If David Reyes was a foul, then this is definitely a foul. Has to be. Has to be. He pushes Dean Henderson, and that is a clear foul. And as I said, as I suspected, Rasmus Højlund fouling. I mean, if he hadn't fouled, it would have been collected pretty easily by Dean Henderson, and then I mean there will be no commotion, etc. But for now, oh no, oh no, oh dear God, what Kobe, Manu, and Eberezer, AJ, Michael Olise doing? I mean, Manu gives the ball away, and Michael Olise can't beat the keeper from. I mean, he was one on one with the keeper, Kobe Manu, with a bad error, but not sure what Olise was trying to do. Head in his hands. A boyhood Manchester United fan, or at least he has admitted that he is a Manchester United fan, and and uh, and that's a big escape for Manchester United. They are still 1-0 down, but could so easily have been 2 or 3-0 down. And I mean, Crystal Palace are all over Manchester United, and I mean, Manchester United, I think, have gotten Arsenal at the weekend, and and if they play like this, I mean, they are going to get a hammering of a lifetime. I mean, it might be another 8-2 this time to Arsenal if Manchester United keep this up. Rasmus Højlund is down. They can't afford to lose him. That's a foul by his compatriot Joachim Anderson, and Rasmus Højlund is down. I mean, and Christian Eriksen. Let's see what he can do with this free kick. Swung in and it's out for a goal kick. So half an hour has been played, and it's still 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Goal scored by Michael Olise, who, by all accounts, is a Manchester United fan and could well be plying his trade at Old Trafford come the end of I mean start of the next season. So let's watch this space. Apparently has a 60 million release clause. John Philip Mateta behind Manchester United defense, but Aaron Van Bissaka has him covered. I mean, Crystal Palace, if they go on to drop points in this game, they'll be kicking themselves because they've had some remarkable opportunities. And I mean, Manchester United, compared to that, haven't had anything. I mean, we don't even have to compare that. It's Manchester United haven't had anything. I mean, worthwhile, to be honest. There's been a shot that has been blocked, but apart from that, I mean, there's been nothing, absolutely nothing. There goes Matata, but oh, Onana slices his clearance. Oh, just away, slightly away, goes out for a throw. I mean, Andre Onana looks on tenterhooks, and and I mean, it's been all Palace in this first half, and look at them pinging the ball about, and I mean, as I said, they lost it. And, Manchester United look. I mean, in these opening 32 minutes, they look. They don't look. I mean, half as good as Crystal Palace. Honestly, I mean, don't want to. I don't want to discourage any Manchester United fans if they're watching, but doesn't bode well. I mean, it's been all Palace. Having said that, there's a long ball. Dean Henderson should collect. He does, and yeah. I mean, uh, wanted to talk about Ten Hag. He's been under pressure ever since Ineos, took partial control of the club. Certainly, the sporting side. Let's take the Munoz. Olise. I mean, Jared Gille is. I mean, he's that has to be a foul. Again, no foul given to Palace. I mean, I that's. I mean, most of the fouls Manchester United have won, and Crystal Palace haven't got anything from the referee. It's it's a bit remarkable, and there's Van Bissaka with the cross. Ooh, Hoyland was nearly ahead of the defender, but it's out for a goal kick, and Palace can Palace can regroup and restart. Or should I say comments? So 10 minutes to go till half time. Can Manchester United get level? Uh, Manchester United in the previous years have shown their power of recovery. I mean, I like this player Diego Munoz, the Colombian right wing back. He's done really well. Might earn himself a yellow card now, but but uh, but he's done well on the right hand side. And, Erik Ten Hag, it looks like that he'll be staying at Manchester United. Uh, I mean, things can change. You never say never, but a lot of fans will be happy with the with the with the perceived thinking that he'll be managing Manchester United next season. And I mean, how Manchester United do next season will also depend on how their transfer window goes, how much money they have to spend, how much money they can make from sales, who goes, more importantly, who comes in, but who goes is also important. Harry Maguire, I mean, apparently most of the squad, 70-80% of it is available at the right price, and barring a couple of or two or three youngsters like Hoyland Garnacho and Kobe Manu, it looks like everyone has a price tag, and that price tag has a number on it. So I mean, I mean it's it's a summer of change, perhaps at Manchester United. First one under the new ownership, and yeah. So Anthony Martial, we know, will be leaving. Rafael Varane, we know, will be leaving. Both of them will be out of contract at Old Trafford this summer. And who else? Who else? Looks like Casemiro will be leaving, and Tom Heaton, who's the third choice goalkeeper, he might be leaving as well. And 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 I mean, we'll wait and find out. Brandon Williams is also out of contract, so no money. They'll be not getting any money from him. And Donny van der Beek, he hasn't pulled up any trees in Germany, in Frankfurt, so he'll be probably leaving as well. And and he'll be leaving as well. And I mean, if they can get buyers for them and pay those ridiculous wages that Manchester United have been paying, uh, Anthony, I mean, that's a lot of money that has been spent, which Manchester United might never see. So I mean, it's as I said, will be a summer that Manchester United will be really busy in. Bit of a lull in the game, no chances, just ball hit here, there, somewhere, and I mean, it looks like you know, there's no aim to score a goal. The ball is just pinging around from one player to another without actually there being any, you know, anything that. Oh, there's a chance maybe. Mateta beats. Oh, 2-0. 2-0 Crystal Palace. John Philip Mateta makes it 2-0 to Crystal Palace, and Manchester United are once again victims of their own demise. I mean, I'm not sure who gave the ball away on that occasion, but it was what it was. Philip Mateta got easily got the better of defender easily, and Eric Ten Hag looks despondent. John Philippe Mateta, ball is lost in midfield, and Olise is it who plays and easily beats Johnny Evans, and then fires it in past Andre Onana, who is basically helpless in a way. It was Chris Richards who played it, and Johnny Evans is just beaten too easily. Andre Onana, you could say, gets beaten far too easily at his near post as well. And Manchester United are 2-0 down. Christian Eriksen tries to get back, but it's too late, and dare I say, too little. And it's Manchester United now have it all to do. I mean, the questions, the question that I've asked, I mean, looks, I mean, a bit redundant now, basically, and and I'm not sure what to say, but uh, but Manchester United have almost shot themselves in the foot with this and Eric Ten Hag, his face looks like thunder. I mean, doesn't look happy at all with the with the way the things are turning out for his side. Of course, no Sofian Amrabat, either five attempts for Crystal Palace now, three for Manchester United, and Manchester United look uh, they're shocked, to be honest. Here comes the free kick, oh dangerous free kick, but it's over the bar from Casemiro, the captain for the day, and his effort is over the bar. Not the best of days for Casemiro to be leading out, and look at the status. Look at how Manchester United fans are. They look shell shocked. I mean, it's and oh, that has to be a foul. I mean, Jared Gillet, the referee, hasn't given anything to. Uh, I mean, it's Crystal Palace playing Manchester United, and Manchester United just don't look at the races. It's. I mean, the players are. Garnacho in the box. Oh, his cutback is easily led by Adam Wharton and and tell you what, this game, the way it is going, it's brilliant news for brilliant news for Newcastle as well as Chelsea. I mean, oh, brilliant play by Munoz in the box. Oh no, not sure what happened there, but the play has been stopped and play has been stopped. Not sure what happened, but might have been an offside, something like that. But Steve McLaren and uh, and uh, uh, and Eric Ten Hag, their face looks like, I mean, they can't believe what is happening. And talking of Eric Ten Hag, he's today been linked with the job at Bayern Munich, which will be vacant in the summer, and it will be vacant in the summer with the departure of Thomas Tuchel, and 3 minutes of added time. 3 minutes of added time, and Manchester United. I mean, it's a far cry from what it was earlier. Manchester United have barely troubled Dean Henderson. It's been that bad for for them. we're just meandering towards half time, and I mean, we could have sympathy with Manchester United, but here's a chance again. Olise, Olise. I mean, getting really confused between Olise and it was actually Eze who was on his left foot, and he just had to square it to Olise, but not sure what kind of attempt that was from him, and that should be that for half time. And that should be half time, but we're playing on. Half time, and Manchester United trail Crystal Palace by 2 goals to nil. Michael Olise and Jean-Philippe Mateta with the 2 goals, and so it's not been a pretty picture for Manchester United. Of course, Crystal Palace have done really well, but it's all about Manchester United. Uh, Crystal Palace are safe from relegation, and and but Manchester United, in the pursuit of European football, this isn't good reading with them trailing 2-0. Andre Onana has has conceded 2 goals. Brandon Williams actually is on the bench. He's out of contract in the summer, but that hasn't stopped him from being. It's one of those rules that English football has, where once the season finishes in EFL, you can come back to your parent club and be named on the bench. Or was it someone who was supposed to be named on the bench? But I mean, looked like Brandon Williams to me. But will it's not Brandon Williams. It's Toby Collier who was on the bench, and looking at Manchester United's bench, it is wafer thin, absolutely wafer thin, and they have Altay Bayendir in go for as the reserve goalkeeper, Sofian Amrabat, Ahmed Diallo, Tom Heaton, Toby Collier, Harry Amos, Habib Oguene, Louis Jackson, and Ethan Wheatley. So not good reading for Manchester United in uh, in their pursuit of European football, and the way things are, they're going to get humped by absolutely everybody who they have to play. They have Arsenal on the weekend, then they have Newcastle United in midweek next week, and then they finish the season off at Brighton. So I mean, I mean, not good reading for Manchester United supporters, and 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 I mean, it's it's really slim pickings for Eric Ten Hag. He's got he's got I mean, not too many choices, and has to make do with the has to make do with whatever he has available, and he hasn't got too many things available to him in this game. And today is what, sixth, seventh, if you are in India, and just 12 days to go until these names. Can't see Bruno Fernandes being fit for uh, for uh, for the next three games that they have. Although I don't know what injury he's got, but uh, but uh, but I mean I mean. But it's like that for Manchester United as well. It's like they've seen a ghost. I mean, there's no energy from Manchester United. It's all, I mean, one paced, nothing, nothing to get excited about, and and I mean, I mean, it is it is I mean, it is bleak, to be honest, really bleak for Manchester United. And Paul Scholes and Michael Owen are in the studio. Not sure what they'll make of it in terms of chances of Manchester United. I don't remember Dean Henderson making a save. Yes, they had a couple of opportunities with they had a couple of opportunities with uh, in terms of free kick, but they came to nothing. The free kick was poor. The first goal that they conceded on 12-minute mark, Michael Olise collects the ball with from a throw-in, runs at Manchester United defense. No one puts in any resistance, and he slots it in the back of the net. Even Andre Onana, maybe he could have done better. And I mean, the throw-in that was taken. I mean, the fact that the ball reached Michael Olise from the throw-in was uh, was something that was a miracle as well, and was a miracle as well, and uh, and from there on in, he runs at Manchester United's defense, which is uh, which is like a mannequin, or like, I mean, not sure what else, how else to define, or a dummy. You just easily run past it, and and after that, it was the easy bit. The second goal that Crystal Palace scored is another one where you could look at the defending. The ball is pinging around. The ball is passed on to John Philip Matata, and I mean, it's not sure who it was that went diving in. May have been Casemiro, Kobe Manu. I mean, in terms of the first goal at least, Kobe Manu could have covered it, but might have been Casemiro. And yeah, Casemiro number 8. He's been absolutely dreadful in the last in the last few weeks, and the second goal I was telling you about, the ball ends up at John Philip Mateta's feet, and he has Johnny Evans to beat, which he does easily, really easily, and then from there on in, it's uh, it's uh, it's I mean it's a vicious shot that Andre Onana should do better. Gets beaten at his near post. Johnny Evans sells it to the shot. Andre Onana gets beaten at near post, and that's that. He's way too low. I'm not sure what exactly he was doing, and getting beaten at his near post is something that not looked at favorably by most of the footballing experts, and uh, and Olivier Glasner, the new coach of Crystal Palace, he'll be absolutely thrilled with his team's performance. They have done all they could do, and they're 2-0 up. And as we said quickly, Manchester United will be absolutely gutted if they miss out on the draw. And good news for Newcastle as well as uh, as well as Chelsea, who are now ahead of both of them are now uh, ahead of Manchester United. And Manchester United had this game in hand; they could have gone into sixth place. I mean, I'm not saying it's all done and dusted, but it does look pretty tough. And I've been to suggest Manchester United make some changes, bring on someone, but then I realized there's no one to bring on. There's no one to bring on in terms of experience. They're all youngsters. I mean, you could give them some experience, but you ideally wouldn't want to throw them into this situation where they could be, left scarred by what's happening to them on the pitch, and uh, and uh, and yeah. So that's one thing. So I mean, Mason Mount, is he match fit? I don't think so. Rasmus Hoyland can't be can't be that fit either. He's had a very stop-start injury season initially coming in, and then he had some injury in the middle where he missed a few games, and and the bench. I mean, it's the bench. It's wafer thin. So Kobe Menu, he might have to play the whole 90. We've seen Eric Ten Hag take him off in the past, and yeah, so it doesn't look good for it doesn't look good for it doesn't look good for Manchester United, and the second half should kick off in about a minute or two, and Olivier Glasner, I don't think he'll be making any changes, and he'll be delighted with how his team has performed. Uh, Crystal Palace, Crystal Palace are a decent team. Might some of their better players like Eze and Olise and might move on in the summer, but but for now they look pretty decent. But and pretty sure they'll be looking forward to the second half, uh, the second half, and the second half beginning is not that far off, and I mean this second goal, I keep looking at it again and again, and I mean I still can't believe it went in at Andre Onana's front post, and 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 yeah. So I mean it looks looks I mean looks like Onana's fault, and second half is about to begin. Christian Eriksen will start. He does, and the second half is underway, and hopefully, as a neutral, we can see some fight from Manchester United for the shirt. But I mean, just looking at the front three, I mean, barely there, not seen at all in the first half, and I mean, if they're not careful, Crystal Palace could run right here. Not in terms of score, but in terms of performance. There's a yellow, there's a free kick to Manchester United. I thought there might be a yellow as well, but it wasn't, and no changes in the second half for any of the two teams. Pretty 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 simple for Crystal Palace. It has been since game began, and I mean out of the 11 players, I don't think any Manchester United player has done anything worthwhile or noteworthy. It's been absolutely rank bad, to be honest. Manchester United have three games in the next 13 or 13 days, and ball is off and field, and Palace have a pass available, and throw into Palace, for whom it's been pretty comfortable, and Palace fans in the Crytsal Park will be absolutely delighted with how this game is turning out, and I mean, you don't want your, your season to be, just meandering along. You want something, and uh, and uh, and I mean, otherwise, there's a danger that that the next season might start sloppy, and then you you start you start taking things for granted, and then next season goes by, there's no progress, there's nothing, and I mean, so Manchester United need to need to show something to their fans, as this thing as this, oh, there's a chance for Palace perhaps. Long ball. Here comes Diego Munoz. Oh, stuffed into the ground is his effort, and it's straight at Onana. And as I said, Diego Munoz, the amount of crosses is played in, it's remarkable, and Garnacho. I mean, Anthony again, anonymous, and taking the name and calling him anonymous. So there's slight contradiction there, uh, but uh, I mean, was an effort, good effort from Anthony, who I was talking about, and he nearly scored, but it was a tame effort and straight at Dean Henderson, who did well together and well together, and the score remains 2-0 to Crystal Palace. Michael Olise and Jean-Philippe Mateta in the first half, both of them, and and again Mateta does well. But Manchester United have won the ball back. I mean, you know, it could just be a type of game where neither of the two teams overstretches themselves and it ends the way it is. But Manchester United have a free kick, and Anthony has won it, and we'll wait and see what happens. So Anthony, I mean, in a perfect position for a left footer. Um, let's see if Anthony takes it. Doesn't look like he will be taking, but Crystal Palace have committed 10 fouls to Manchester United too. But I think I think that I think Jared Gillet, when it comes to Crystal Palace, hasn't given them any fouls. It will be Christian Eriksen who will be taking the free kick. Let's see if he has a trick up his sleeve or not, or no, it goes off the bar, but it's in. It's in. It's in from Casemiro, but maybe he's offside. It is indeed offside. The first effort might have been offside as well, but let's see from VAR, he's well offside. Well offside. Well offside. The score remains 2-0 to Crystal Palace. The ball was in, but it was a. I mean, he Casemiro, the way he's been playing, it's been so bad from him that that it's been terrible, actually, from Casemiro, and making it sound, okay, this is forgivable, um, given how it is, but given how it is. But in terms of in terms of in terms of the general demeanor, the way he's carried himself, it looks like he is checked out of Manchester United, and the amount of money Manchester United paid for him in terms of financial fair play, it's not going to help them one little bit. And I know he's not playing in his favorite position, but well held up by Mateta, but again crowded out and crowded out and oh, there's a chance perhaps. Casemiro goes back to his keeper. There's a, I mean, his general demeanor looks really poor. I mean, body language. I'm no body language expert, and if I can see, then I'm pretty sure most of the other people can see as well how it is and how it is and in, in the second half has been played and apart from that Anthony effort, Manchester United haven't done fuck all. Another poor ball, well intercepted by might have been Nathaniel Klein. And there's pretty sure it's Diego Munoz, but oh, good flick on by but is it as in the box? Oh, so close from Ebreze, and it's brilliant one too with the Olise, and it's I mean it's fairway wide, but the move, the build up play was outstanding from Eze and Olise, two of the better players, best players I can say, Crystal Palace players. And the worry is, from Crystal Palace's point of view, that if both of them move in the summer, then it could be a long hard season for them next season. Oh, good save, Anna. Pretty similar to the second goal that the Palace scored by Matera, but this time Onana had his post covered, but the shot, to be fair, was straight at him, and he did well. He did well to palm it away, and it's gone out for a corner. Again, as we said in the first half, Manchester United in terms of height, they're not the biggest of sides, and here comes the corner. Someone misses it. Oh, another corner. I mean, it was well shaped by Rana, but I don't think he needed to dive like that. I thought it might have been more comfortable. It's Will Hughes, and, Will Hughes with the effort, and it's pretty comfortable to me. I mean, save for the TV, if you can say, diving when perhaps there was no need. Here comes the cross, and it's Crystal Palace who's beginning, and it's 3-0. Once again, it's Tyreek, not once again, it's Tyreek Mitchell who's made it 3-0 to Crystal Palace, and Manchester United are crumbling right before our eyes in this game, and 3-0, and Casemiro, I mean, not sure if it was his mistake or something like that, but Eric Ten Hag needs to take him out of the side because Crystal Palace are running right here. Running right here. Here comes the cross, and I mean, looks onside to me. Uh, Perfectly good goal, and Manchester United are 3-0 down against Crystal Palace, and dare I say, Eagles are soaring high, 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 high. And is there a VAR check for a foul? I mean, didn't look like a foul to me. Maybe there's something else. And, there's an injury to Diego Dallo. The goal is going to stand, and Manchester United are all over the place, absolutely all over the place. And I don't think they can afford any more injuries. Sofian Amrabat is coming on. Let's see who he comes on for. Let's find out. It's number 4. No, number 21 actually. It's, Anthony is coming off, so uh, maybe Eric Ten Hag is going for damage limitation. Not the best of days for Manchester United fans or anyone affiliated with Manchester United. It's been absolutely abysmal for Manchester United, and he's perhaps their only senior player on the bench. Amad Diallo could have come on the game and restarted, and I mean Casemiro looks like all the energy has gone out of his system, and looks like a shadow of a player who won 5 Champions Leagues with Real Madrid from 2014, I think it was, till 2022 in a span of 8 years. They won 5 Champions Leagues, and, and I mean, still half an hour to go, and if Crystal Palace put the pedal to the metal, they could run right here, and I mean, shocking performance from Anthony as well. And there's the Nacho and Manu, uh, overhead overhead cross goes out for a goal kick. Sorry, guys. Faces of Manchester United fans tell their own story. They glum, and I don't think they can believe what they're watching. 3-0 down with 60 minutes played and half an hour still to play. There's Manchester United, Hoyland and Garnacho. No, it's been it's been played back, and corner to Manchester United, but the promising position once again comes to nothing, and yeah, so Ericsson with the corner. There it comes. Oh, good save by Dean Henderson. An stupendous save by him. And I mean, that was from a point blank range. That was a good effort. Well played by SJ. Wow. Just gliding past Manchester United players as if they want their players in Odyssey. And his cross is deflected. His cross is deflected, and I mean, perhaps symptomatic of the whole game. The way SJ just glided through Manchester United players. There was just no resistance, no attitude towards, even fouling him. I mean, I know things are bad for Manchester United, but I mean, this is one of those performances where you say refund the traveling back. This is just diabolical. I mean, and it's just absolutely terrible. Having on chance, perhaps Dallo, but the striker Hoyland is being has been crowded out, and 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 the score remains 3-0 to Crystal Palace. I mean, Manchester United enjoying plenty of possession, but it's not going to help them they if they can't work Dean Henderson in goal and his Kobe Manu perhaps Hoyland. I mean, no foul given. I mean, if it goes, but I mean, if VAR finds that there was contact, there may be a penalty, and there may be a penalty, and I mean, if it's outside the box, then there will be nothing that can be done. Kobe Manu is offside anyway, so and the foul was outside the area, so not not much going for it, not much going for it at all, and while talking with his countryman Joachim Anderson, both will be at Euros. I'm pretty sure about that, and we'll see how Denmark perform. They did win the Euros in 1992 after initially they well defended. Again lost by Olise. It's 4-0. It's 4-0. Michael Olise makes it 4-0 to Manchester out to Crystal Palace. Manchester United are being pounded here. Absolutely getting pounded. Absolutely getting a pounding here at Selhurst Park. It's 4-0 Manchester United to Crystal Palace. Michael Olise has made it 4-0. Have to see it again to see. I mean, to make sure who makes this big mistake. But it's again our friend Casemiro once again dawdling on the ball. It's Munoz who's been a live wire all throughout the day. Plays in uh, Olise, and who beats Onana again. I have to say that Onana needs to be questioned as to how he's getting beaten there. Maybe just giving him slight benefit of doubt. Maybe he can't see the ball till it's very late and it's too late for him to react. But my goodness, it's 4-0. And Otson Edward has come on. Not sure whom, but we'll find out pretty soon. But it's absolutely and Riedewald is also Harold Riedewald is also coming on, and Will Hughes has gone off, and I'm not exactly sure who else has gone off. It's Matata, John Philip Matata has gone off, and Casemiro. I mean, he'd be getting a. I mean, oh dear God, it was almost another error, and Manchester United were nearly 5 down. It is one of those, oh, that would be a yellow card, maybe even worse. Sofian Amrabat claiming his, I mean, innocence, but But Elise was that's a bad challenge. I mean, that's like a challenge which says, I don't want to be here, but free kick to free kick to free kick to Palace, and Palace fans. I mean, as much as Manchester United can't believe it, I'm pretty sure Palace fans are rubbing their eyes with glee and like and and is there a VAR check? I'm not sure. Oliver Glasner looks he's been booked actually. That's why he looks a bit perplexed that that why no yellow card was shown to no red card was perhaps shown to Fernando, but I don't think it was that bad challenge. It's as a oh, good ball by Dean Henderson. Police signed from Reading, if you believe, and he's English, but perhaps will be playing for France. Uh, I mean, if he's selected, I mean, would qualify for both, I think, England as well as France, and and Palace fans. They look, and even the players, all of them, they look happy, happy. I mean, what else can one say? But Blend has won the ball back. The game is pretty much over for Manchester United, and they are reading a substitution. Not sure who's coming on, but perhaps there's nothing to lose. The game is gone. They can they can give experience to some youngsters, and they can give experience to some youngsters. I mean, that's I know the circumstances might be a bit depressing, but what is there to lose? And 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 yeah. And the fact that Casemiro is playing with gloves on, and I mean, I don't want to blame, I mean, like assume things, but oh, here goes is it or what? Free kick to Manchester United in their own box, and and I was going to make a point, but just completely forgot on that, and yeah, so Casemiro. I mean, I don't want to make any assumptions. He might have an injury or something like that, but the fact that Casemiro is playing in gloves in May, I mean, I mean, it's 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 terrible from him, and I mean, absolutely, it is terrible, and and I mean, I'm going to tweet this. And Crystal Palace haven't looked in any sort of danger in the entirety of this game, which is about 74, 77 minutes long. Which is, I mean, if you had the 3 minutes of added time in the first half, and the goes Tyreek Mitchell down the left. Eric Mitchell has scored. Diego Munoz has done really well. I mean, I don't think there's any negative for Crystal Palace, and but for Manchester United, I mean, Ten Hag needs to bring out the hair dryer. Actually, and he said earlier, can't think of a Manchester United fan who has covered himself in glory. And here comes Palace free kick. And collects, and the Palace change coming in. Mark Gahey coming on, and maybe he'll move on as well. And he's coming on. I don't know whether he's been injured or not, but I think he's the captain at Crystal Palace. He comes on for the standard line. Good substitution, if you ask me, and just close the door at the back. Nothing. I mean, keep a clean sheet. Edward against Casemiro. I mean, I mean, Casemiro. I don't know what is he ill or what. I mean, he's put in a display that I would put in at my age. I mean, it's been terrible from Casemiro. And no Manchester United player, once again, I'm telling you that has covered himself in glory. It's and has we have Crystal Palace again on the counter. Olise plays it to Munio. Oh, slightly behind Olise. But Crystal Palace win the ball back again, and Menu, I mean, settles for a throw in. I mean, Manchester United have been in a dreadful, I mean, like some sort of a slump or something like that that they can't get themselves out of it. They and some youngster is coming on. It's Marcelo is actually coming on for Mason Mount and and uh, and Wheatley, some guy Wheatley is coming on. I don't even know who this person is, and and 10 minutes to go. The game is basically over. Both teams think are going through the motion. If Palace can get five, they will remember this day for the rest of their lives, and Manchester United are just strolling around. I don't think they just want to get on the team bus and head on home. But a terrific ball played, and Tyreek Mitchell slightly behind, but it's back with Mitchell and Olise. Cross comes in. Oh, deflected behind for a corner. It was a good effort from Riedewald, might have been. No, Munoz it was, and Munoz it was, and it is still 1-0 to 4-0 to Crystal Palace. 1-0. I'm not sure what caused me to utter those words, and yeah. So Magehi, perhaps a candidate. Here comes the corner. Olise Eze has the ball and he plays it in. Oh, collects from Crytsal's header and again Crystal Palace are on the attack. And some of the stuff that the Crystal Palace are doing, it's unfreaking believable. They're just strolling around Manchester United. I mean, Manchester United, for all intents and purposes, they know the game is over. And so do Crystal Palace, but I mean, do something. I mean, Dean Henderson would be loving it, former Manchester United player. I mean, bombed out of the club. Terrific skill by Eze. And I mean, Odward has the ball in the box, turns the wrong way. Joachim Henderson, Odward Henderson, there's Mitchell. I'm not sure if Crystal Palace have gone to a back four or something like that. Gehi, Anderson, Mitchell, and who else? Munoz at right back. Olise, I mean, he'll be eager to get his hat trick. May do there. I mean, Crystal Palace are toying with the Manchester United. There's just Richards is there as well, so maybe still a back five, probably still a back five here. Couple more substitutions. Jordan Ayew coming on and Jeffrey Schlupp as well. Jeffrey Schlupp, who scored a terrific goal against Fulham. So the two stars uh, of Crystal Palace, both of them are going now. Both of them are going off. Olise and Eze, and I suspect this is the end of the scoring for the match. To be honest, 5 minutes remaining, more or less, plus a fair bit of stoppage time. I think it will be 6 minutes, and and uh, and yeah, so about 11 minutes to go. Schlupp and Ayu on, maybe Watchalong, Edward and Ayu would be looking to get on the score sheet, but who's going to be creating for them? They'll have to create their own chances, and I don't think they have it in them to be creative as well as, you know, be in a position where they can take those chances. So, so I mean, I mean, to be, I mean, I can't see Manchester United winning any of their next three matches either, unfortunately. And I mean, one of those matches is against Newcastle United, and if Newcastle beat Manchester United, which they did earlier on in the season at Old Trafford, I know the games at Old Trafford again. It's Newcastle United would have beaten Manchester United thrice this season, and I think this will be the first time in Premier League history that Newcastle have finished ahead of Manchester United, and if that happens, but long way to go. Still three games each for Manchester United and Newcastle United after this game, and uh, and but the games that Manchester United have remaining, it's offside. We haven't seen too many of those either. Offsides in this game. In this game, Manchester United are currently eighth. The lowest position in the Premier League has been seventh. I think that was in David Moyes' first season, and and yellow card. So yellow card to Watson Edward. Yellow card to Watson Edward for a foul on Sofian Amrabat, and 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 I mean, it just meandering towards half time. The game was over long before this. Um, I mean, if I were Ten Hag and there's no fit centre half, I won't play Casemiro again this season. Whatever happens, I won't play Casemiro. Um, Let me know if you want Casemiro playing for them, not based on what he's done tonight, and and I mean, hopefully Bruno Fernandes and Harry Maguire will both be fit for the FA Cup, which I think is on 25th of May. I'm pretty sure that it's on 25th of May. The FA Cup final, hopefully 8 days time. Hopefully Fernandes and Maguire will be fit for the FA Cup final, but Casemiro is a liability to rather not carry, and 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 there's a chance for Crystal Palace. Oh, Diego Munoz, oh, good defending there by Tony West, but I mean that was last ditch defending and last ditch defending, and Palace still have the ball. Oh man, that was nearly five. Again, last ditch defending could have been an own goal as well. And I mean, Manchester United, I mean, that is like stuff of nightmares. Stuff of nightmares for Manchester United. They have been hammered from pillar to post in this game, and I mean, uh, let's see how much added time is there. Added time 6 minutes, as I had suspected. Again, Harakiri in the box, and I mean, Crystal Palace could have easily scored eight. Could have easily scored eight. Casemiro has had a nightmare at Selhurst Park. It's it's absolutely abysmal. Here comes the corner, put it away. Oh, chance from Manchester United on the counter. There's Giallo, but Crystal Palace get numbers back, and Wheatley commits a foul. The Manchester United substitute, and all smiles on Crystal Palace bench. They look happy. Olise with the double, he looks as happy as they can be. 15 attempts for Crystal Palace, 7 on target. Again, Casemiro beaten too easily, and it off the post. Off the post. Can you believe that? 16th attempt comes off the post, and Casemiro once again was in, I mean, no man's land. He's I mean, I don't think he's even turned up at Selhurst Park today, Casemiro. And in the last few minutes, really up the ante, and uh, and Manchester United once again Casemiro. And then, I mean, he doesn't even want to play. I mean, and Andre Onana, I know he wasn't going to save it, but his positioning, his body position, uh, both of them left a lot to be desired, and and I mean, Manchester United, my goodness, they've been bad. I mean, I don't think I've seen them play this bad ever. I've been watching them for more than 22 years, 23 years, close to. But this is as bad as it can get uh, for Manchester United. I mean, that's the only positive. It can only get better. I mean, God knows what will happen if it gets worse from here. And and I mean, there's a chance, perhaps. No, ball is cleared away. Still 3 minutes. Palace could still get a goal, but it looks like it will be 4-0, and no Manchester United player, no, and I mean no player has has covered himself in glory. It's been a diabolical effort, absolutely terrible, and it will be no exaggeration in saying that it could have been six, maybe more. Even in the first half, there were chances for Olise and Eze where they were I mean, um, they perhaps should have done better. Olise could have had 3 or 4 goals himself, and Casemiro. I mean, if he gets zero in some ratings, I'll be pretty sure. I'm pretty. I'll not be surprised if he gets 1 or 2 in some ratings. Casemiro has been absolutely horrendous today. And I mean, the amount of money that Manchester United paid for, here's a chance for Palace. Oh, slip. Oh, but Onana gathers a tame effort, and the amount of money paid for Casemiro, the way he played last season, and the way he's played this season. I mean, Casemiro. I mean, he'll be the first one out of the door. I mean, I mean, release him on a free because I mean, of course, I'll apologize. I don't know if he's injured, ill, or whatever, but my goodness, that is really terrible. And I mean, let's go 40 odd seconds. Let's hope Jared Gillett blows the whistle early and puts Manchester United out of their misery. And well, he isn't going to do that, and I'm pretty sure it will end 4-0 to Manchester. And Manchester United will be, well, it will be a quite bus ride to the airport, and and it will be it will be a day to forget for Manchester United. It's over. It ends 4-0 to Crystal Palace. 4-0 Crystal Palace. I mean, it's one thing. You can just imagine what the Arsenal will do to this Manchester United side. Arsenal are the leading goal scorer. They are going to rip them to shreds. Harry Maguire will not be back. I'm not sure about Bruno Fernandes either. If you're watching, please do give video like and subscribe to the channel if possible. And just to recap, it was Michael Olise who scored the first goal for first goal for Crystal Palace. And then it was John Philip Mateta who doubled the lead in the first half itself, and then in the second half it was Tyreek Mitchell, and then Michael Olise got his second goal of the game to make it 4-0 to Crystal Palace. Manchester United barely troubled Dean Henderson, while Andre Onana was, I mean, you could say he could have done better, but Crystal Palace had a ton of other chances which would have seen them score maybe 6-7 goals, and it was something that some stuff that nightmares are made of. In the end, it finishes 4-0 to Manchester United, and 4-0 to Manchester United, and it's a day to forget for uh, Manchester United fans, and everyone connected with the club. It's. I mean, there's no redeemable thing about this thing. And as the game finishes, Manchester United fans applaud their fans. It's time for me take uh, to take your leave, and hopefully you enjoyed the coverage. Tomorrow PSG hosting Borussia Dortmund at Parc des Princes, and the match is poised really delicately at 1-1, and hopefully we'll see a good match. And till then, I hope you stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Till then, stay safe, take care, bye for now.